play from Bleacher Report.
I'm sorry. I can't. Tatum, man, this dude. I, it's almost like his brain leaves his damn body sometimes. I don't understand. And then threw the ball away. They lose the game by 1 point.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. The Eastern Conference has been kind of surprising because I didn't even expect the fucking Pacers to be up 2-0 on the Cavs.
I get it.
like,
I get
like,
it. But
you know, like
here's the
that's
problem. I
crazy.
can accept that when it's the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Indiana Pacers. You're the
No, because
defending
listen,
champs.
no, I get
You're,
that, but at the same
you're the
time, it's
defending
like,
champs. Can you at
it,
least play like it?
oh, let me
What's
get
happening,
my.
everybody? This is Big Tim from the Cave Cast. I'm joined with my co-host, as usual, Mr. Mike LaFleur, aka Game Tight. Uh, I'm gonna just say this. Uh, shut up.
Go ahead and say what you need to say.
Man, my
I'm all
Celtics,
ears.
they look bad. They look bad. They look bad. The coaching is been atrocious. 75 threes missed in 2 games. 75 threes
Mm.
in 2 games. This is utterly disgusting. And this is the problem I have with the three-point shot in the NBA nowadays. Is because it's like I've said this before. The focus on the three-point shot has taken away from the other aspects of other players' games. I just
So,
know that this is utterly ridiculous that Boston has played this badly in the first 2 games at home. At home. They need to be fucking reevaluating shit because right now he's not played well. Brown has not played. I mean, the team literally has had a piss poor ass game plan. A piss poor ass game plan. Who shoots that many threes? You've missed 75 threes in 2 fucking games. 75 threes. So the motto, I mean, hey, let's go out there and just keep chucking up threes. That's what we're doing. You missed 45 in the first game. Now it's another 30 this game. I get it, but damn, you mean to tell me we can't work on any more offensive schemes that actually get guys open or, backdoor cuts into the lane? Something. Pick and pop, yeah, I get it, but hell, we don't have to do it from fucking, 24 feet out. I
yeah,
don't get it.
that sounds like a yeah. The coach need to. I don't know what he doing
Yes,
because
it's piss poor ass fucking scheming and the bad adjustments.
it's
Listen,
lazy.
it's
It's
lazy.
lazy.
It's
It is
real.
lazy.
It's real lazy. And as a Celtic fan, this really irritates the shit out of me because I'm sitting here going, there's no way in hell you let them continue to keep shooting this amount of threes. Why are you not calling a timeout and telling each one of them, don't fucking shoot another damn three? Y'all ain't hit shit. You can't fucking hit your asshole right now with a piece of toilet paper. These motherfuckers can't. What the hell
The
is going
smart thing,
on?
the smart thing would be to be like, okay, we're gonna switch it up and start trying to get to the rim and then trying to get fouled. That
That's
would
what I'm
be
saying. Why
yeah,
not fucking
like
go that route? Keep fucking driving the lane. Make them foul you. This made no sense. This is bad coaching. Bad fucking coaching.
yeah, because if that's all they've been doing throughout the year, then like they become stagnant when their shot is not hitting.
They become one dimensional. They
Yeah.
are one
And then
dimensional right
but
now.
because and then on top of that, because of the fact that they don't do it very like they don't that's what they do with their offense, it kind of leaves them to be like, well, we don't know what else we're gonna do except for shoot these threes. Because we ain't been doing shit else.
And right now, the Knicks are fucking letting them do it because they're like, you motherfuckers can't shoot. You're off. Everything is bad. I mean,
And
dude, they missed.
And that's the thing with the Knicks. The Knicks are more of a they don't rely on 3-point shooting. They just rely on just. I feel like they're more of a
They're
what's the
more of
word
a
I'm looking
drive.
for?
They're more of a drive it, get it to the hole as deep as you can, find a guy cutting to the basket up underneath.
Yeah,
They
I would say
they
that.
they do try to spread you out with some threes, but not as many. I mean,
Not a lot.
Brunson was 2 for 9 tonight from behind the arc, but at the same time, I'm just sitting here going, he's scored the most points in the fourth quarter out of any player in these playoffs.
I mean, you
So
had.
why are you
Hold on, let's
not double
see.
teaming his ass? At a certain point, when he goes
I
to go
mean,
pick
Derek White, he was 3 for 11 from three.
that's what
Like
I'm saying. They've all shot bad. They've every fucking one of them shot bad. They've all
Pritchard
been
was three
bad.
for nine.
Yeah.
The only ones that didn't. This is what I don't understand. Why isn't Porzingis playing more?
You know what? I don't know. I really don't know.
He
Uh,
only played. He only played 14 minutes, but he was 3 for 5. Hit. He only shot 1 3, but he hit it. Uh, but he needs to play more. Like, because you
only
could
person.
use it. He's not just a shooter. You could use him as a mismatch advantage, or to at least bring out whatever center they have, and then you could open up the lane a little bit more for Tatum and fucking Brown to get to the lane a little bit more easier. Yeah, I'm not sure what the coach is doing because playing Porzingis and like I like Al Horford, he can
Mm-mm-mm.
contribute, but at this point, there's no reason for him to be playing that many more minutes than Porzingis. That makes no sense to me.
I don't
Just
get it,
saying.
man. I don't get it.
Just Al
They
Horford
come
played
out really
29
strong.
minutes.
They come out really strong, and then it's like they just get tired. I don't fucking understand it. I don't understand what's happening. I get it that New York is a good, really, good defensive team, and maybe they're, wearing them down as the game goes on, as far as that goes, But at the same time,
Think
come
about it, Dad.
on,
Think about it, Dad. They got Carl Anthony Towns. If
yeah.
you put in Porzingis instead of having him being in the paint all game, or at least playing that paint area on defense, clogging up the paint, you could have Porzingis in, make him work defensively, and then have him bring him out of the paint and spread the floor a little bit more for it's kind of common sense, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Because offensively, Horford's not going to do what Porzingis can. He's not going to bring you what Porzingis can bring you offensively, as far as like being an actual threat, like a big threat
They
offensively.
were up 20 points with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, and they fucking lost this game. 7 minutes
Yeah,
left to go in the fourth quarter. They were up by 14.
because
I'm just,
Towns went crazy, but Brunson wasn't even all that great. Like
no.
Josh Hart was their leading scorer.
I don't understand it. I don't understand the coaching. And Jayson Tatum, man, listen, I get it. A lot of people like him, and I want to like Tatum, but man, I'm telling you, sometimes this dude, he just doesn't play with the kind of heart, on the court. You can tell when a guy wants it. Tatum sometimes plays and looks like when he's on the court, like he's he don't know if he really wanted, or it's like he didn't know what to do, what's going to happen. It's like he's guessing, right? He's not
I mean, I
dictating.
wouldn't I
He's
wouldn't
not
question it.
dictating how the game is going to go, right?
I wouldn't question his heart though. I think it's more of a because I'm looking at the box score. And honestly, nobody played well
They did.
outside of
Nobody played well,
nobody
but if
played
you're the
well.
superstar of the team, right? If you're the
No, I get
superstar of
that, but think about it though. If the coaching, this is what I don't understand. That's why I said I think the coach is. So wait a minute, y'all won last year, right?
yes.
So like, I'm trying to remember. Did they shoot this many threes
They did
last
shoot a
year?
lot. They did shoot a lot, but this year it seems like it has gone up just a tick more.
I'm about to look real
But
quick.
but at the same time, they are not hitting. They are not hitting. And I'm telling you right now, Jalen Brown, 8 for
Because think
23,
about it,
2 for 7 from 3.
that can throw your whole game off. Like if the team, that's why I'm saying, like if the team is, if their whole identity is shooting threes like that, and when they're not hitting, because think about it, if their whole game plan is to hit threes like that, well, what's the game plan when the threes aren't hitting like that?
That's what
The
I'm
problem
saying.
is, but the
That's
problem
exactly
is
what I'm
that
saying.
yeah, but what the
They
problem with that
got
is to
beat.
me,
They got beat on a 38-17 run by the New York Knicks at the end of the fucking game. So that means from the middle of the third quarter, or the almost the 4-minute mark of the third quarter, right? The Knicks outscored them 38-17. From the 4-minute mark of the third quarter, the New York Knicks outscored the Boston Celtics 38-17. That tells me one of two things. Either your coach cannot make adjustments, or he's unwilling to make adjustments because they keep shooting threes, and all that does is create long rebounds, which gets the New York Knicks out on the run, right? And
yeah,
now they can, they got numbers. This is the problem. This is not good. Missoula is
yeah, because
he's coaching horribly right now.
I'm looking at it and
He's being outcoached by Thibodeau, and it's not even funny. It's not even funny. And
still,
I hope there's other Celtic fans who are like me who are questioning why in the fuck Joe Mazzulla is not doing more to counteract this bad shooting that the Celtics have, to basically get them into a situation where they can now, dictate how the game is going to go. 2 points, that's what you need. That's the essence of the game. That means either get to the free throw line, get to the paint, score baskets
yeah, because
down low,
they
you
didn't shoot a
know.
lot of free. I mean, they shot more free throws than the Knicks did, but it wasn't like neither team really shot a lot of free throws.
No, but that's what I'm
Um,
saying. If your three pointers are not falling, that means keep going to the paint and making them. You gotta dictate how the game is gonna go. You gotta
so the
get
team,
if you're not
the
hitting the three pointer, you've got to dictate the paint situation. We gotta get it into the paint somehow. If it's on backdoor cuts, if it's on elbow picks, whatever. You know
yes, because the team shot 36% from the field as a
that's
whole,
that's what I'm saying. It's been
and
bad.
then this is why I was saying, like, especially in the inside, if you want to be a threat on the inside, at least Porzingis can be a threat. And I know Horford can shoot too, but he's not the inside paint presence that Porzingis can be if
We
you let
gotta
him.
I get it, but Porzingis needs to be a focal point. He needs to be a focal point, and you got to let him go in there and try to bang it out as far as, in the paint sometime with fucking Carl Anthony Towns. You
I don't
know,
understand this because that other center, so both Porzingis and Cornette, I don't know what his first name
yeah,
is a
Luke
center.
Cornett. Luke Cornett.
Yeah. So he put the Cornette dude put up 6 points and 8 rebounds, but was 3 for 4 from the field.
Yeah.
And then Porzingis put up 8 and 4 rebounds, but was 3 for 5. My question is that you played Al Horford so much longer, but he was terrible. He was 4 points, 4 rebounds, but he was 2-11 from the field, but 0 for 5 from three. And you played him 29 minutes.
That made no
In my
sense.
opinion, that makes no sense. Why didn't you keep with that momentum you had with Porzingis and Cornette? Because obviously they was doing something right, even in the
Yep.
minimum amount of minutes they were getting.
Like I
So
said,
I think that was a
bad coaching.
mistake.
It's bad
Oh,
coaching.
0 for 5 from and the reason why I feel like he's doing that, yeah, I know Porzingis can shoot, but 0 for 5 from three, 2 for 11 from the field, that's not.
No.
You probably would have got better production, and not only that, I think Porzingis is a better defender at this point in time as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's a mismatch problem. Horford's not really a mismatch. He's a guy that
No.
can come in
He
off the
can give
bench,
you
give you some
spare. He
good
can give you
minutes.
spot minutes. He can
Yeah,
he can play some good, some
exactly.
good defense here and there. And maybe hit a couple, one or two threes maybe throughout the game. Put back rebound, whatever. Maybe a block shot. But other than that, He should not
Yeah.
be the focal point for your big man in the game.
And I'm gonna be honest, so like Tatum and Brown were in the plus minus category. They were plus three. But everybody else was negative.
Yeah.
At least the ones that played. So White was a negative two, Holiday was negative one, um, and then Horford was a negative 11. So I mean, I
It's
don't know.
sad, man. It's sad. And the bad part is that they've lost it in the last possession each fucking game. It's the last fucking possession that they lose it. I
And
mean,
what's surprising to me is they don't get more sets for like Tatum and Brown to where they're coming off a like a screen or a not. It doesn't have to be a screen, but like it comes off to where they're catching the ball in stride in the mid range area where they can get a
yeah.
clean look at a jump shot. They used
I'm
to do it with
surprised.
Carmelo. They used to do it with Carmelo all the time, or get him on the block where he's 1-on-1.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
Tatum is big enough to where he can use that as his advantage. Get
Yeah,
him
but
on the block.
The problem with Tatum when he gets in a situation like that on the block 1-on-1 is that he doesn't play strong sometimes. For the most part, he lets people bully him sometimes, and that
Well, I
irritates the
think
shit out of me.
well, that's why I was saying you got to get him on the block to where if it's got to be a mismatch.
It has to
Like
be a
if you
mismatch.
could yeah, if you can get him on the block and get him in a mismatch situation, then yeah, I think he should be able to take advantage of that, and he
This
should.
is this is sad, man.
But
And I get it. When it comes down to it, hey, this is the playoffs, right? I have no problem with that. This is the playoffs. This is what you get. But I will tell you, man, there's something to be said about a guy whose heart, you know, he believes he's the best player on the floor and he goes out there every time to try to play like that. And I get it, you're going to have bad games. I don't have that problem. But a bad game based off of shooting is one thing. A bad game based off of poor fucking planning and poor scheming, piss poor ass
yeah,
adjustments, that's another thing. And
because
I'm
that's
telling you,
really what I'm seeing is bad adjustments and bad scheming. Because if you keep shooting threes like that
that's fucking
and you're not
stupid.
hitting them, that think about it, they shot 41 threes. If they cut that in half, right? That's 30 more shots you could have potentially got with just maybe a layup or a 2 point jump shot. I don't know, a putback. I don't know, whatever. But you have a higher percentage of hitting those shots
This is
than
the
you did
this is
those
the
threes.
problem.
And all you needed was one of those to hit, and you would have won the game. You know what I'm
But this
saying?
is
Like,
this is the problem I have with the way the league is played now because they everything is predicated off the 3-point shot and you lose so much more of what a player can really do when the offense is dictated by a 3-point shot. You lose
I
so
agree.
much more of what a player can really do when the offense is predicated off of a 3-point shot. I don't know. I don't think people understand that really. I really don't think they understand that because you think about it. If I got a guy who's 6'10", who's a problem in the fucking paint, and I got him pulled out to behind the arc shooting 5 to 7 3-pointers a game, I'm also missing out on about 5 to 7 fucking rebounds that guy could have got me. Maybe about 10 to fucking 12 points on
That's another thing
putbacks.
too.
You know what I'm
Yeah, because
saying?
now Horford can't even be the rebounder that you need him to be when you need him
No.
to be
That's
because you got him
that's
out
what
on
I'm
the 3 point
saying.
line all the time.
I'm at the point now where I'm looking at this and I'm like, look, I'm enjoying it because there's a little bit more physicality being played in the playoffs. But for the most part, I'm hating the 3-point shot more because it looks like there's more being shot during the playoffs, especially by my Celtics. I'm gonna be honest with
You know
you.
what's
It looks
funny? You know
bad.
what's Dad? You know what's funny about this is that like I was watching the Warriors game, right? Not this past one, but the one where it was Game 7 when they played Houston.
Yeah,
And remember, Steph wasn't really. He didn't have no points. He didn't have no points the first half. I think he only had like 3 points in the first half,
yeah,
some shit like
yeah.
that. But what's funny is that like Steph missed. I think he shot like maybe three of them and missed. He didn't make any of them but one.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here, everybody talk about how they blame Steph Curry for like the way the shooting, how shooting is. And I'm like, do y'all ever actually watch Steph? Because Steph doesn't just mindlessly shoot the ball.
No, he picks his
And
points.
now he picks it. Yes, exactly. Because in that second half or in the fourth quarter, the nigga went absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
Like, and then on top of that, I was listening to them compare. Like, they was like, if LeBron had a first half like that, y'all would have did it. But here's the difference: the way they guard Steph is 100 times different than the way they guard LeBron.
Yeah,
They
because here's
were
the deal. You got to pick
there's
Steph up.
nobody
You got to pick Steph up full
that
court. You
there
don't
is
have to pick LeBron up
nobody
full court.
that there is nobody that gets guarded like Steph in today's game. I
No.
don't care what nobody. They were as soon as Steph had the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
I'm talking immediately double and triple teamed. Immediately. He couldn't even like get a dribble off. So I'm like, y'all are watching that. Y'all aren't looking at the context within the game, trying to compare how he gets guarded and how many points he had in this first half compared to what LeBron. LeBron has never got guarded like that ever.
No.
Come on, man. Yeah, y'all
They
got to
don't.
be
They
real,
don't. They
bro.
don't pick because he's not a threat to shoot like that. So they're not going to pick him up
Exactly.
full court. They're not going to
Yeah,
pick
and
him up like that.
what I will give Steph is that like, yeah, he wasn't scoring, but he was affecting the game in so many different ways. I'm sitting here talking to people. I'm like, how y'all think Buddy Hield was able to get them shots off?
Yeah.
Come on,
Yep.
bro. He's getting them shots off because there's three dudes on Steph. And credit to him, he hit them. I'll give him credit. You know what I'm saying? But let's be real, bro. Steph Curry is taking all that attention away from all the other players. That's why everybody else was hitting their shots. Even Draymond was going crazy.
3 point line. I was
Yeah.
like, shit.
I was like, what the hell is going on? Like,
I don't.
but
I
nah,
don't
man,
know.
like it's completely different
I
when it
just. I
comes to
just.
like how they got started. So
To me, the whole thing is this is like I don't. It's not that I'm blaming Tatum, but damn it, man, if you're the fucking star of this fucking franchise, then you need
no,
to
he's got to play
fucking.
better,
He's got to
especially
play
scoring
better.
wise. He does have to play better. No,
He
there's no
has to
doubt in
play
that.
better. I get it. People want to say, well, Jalen Brown didn't have a good game either, but Jalen Brown ain't the motherfucker that they talk about and make commercials about. He's not the guy on Gatorade. You know what I'm saying? He's not the guy that they're hyping up for the Boston Celtics. He's not the guy that's the face of that franchise. It's fucking Tatum. We all know it. So I don't get it. I don't get why people give him a pass at certain times when he fucking just plays like dog shit. And like I said, this wasn't just on him. It wasn't.
Yeah, because I don't think the coach is helping either.
No, the coach is not fucking helping, man. The coach is not fucking helping. This was bad. This is bad.
Yeah,
The
I think this
last
was
two
just a
games, this has
bad.
been very bad.
I think this was
So,
just a bad team. This was just a bad. Like the last two games have just been bad in general.
it has
You
been.
know.
Not a lot. We just wanted to get on here, touch base with everybody. And I will say this. If you guys haven't checked out any of our other stuff that's on the channel, go ahead and go back, check it out. We want to tell everybody thank you that has tuned in and has continued to support the channel and subscribe to us. We appreciate you guys. Stay tuned. We'll have more coming up next week. Playoffs are going to keep going. And right now, it looks like Denver is probably going to lose this game to Oklahoma City. I mean, it's a lot of time left, but it still looks like that. So stay tuned. Keep coming back each week. Tell your friends about us. If you like sports and you like to talk a little bit, just chatting, casual talk, sports talk, come check us out. Tell them to come check us out. We'll be more than happy to, answer any questions, tell them to leave a comment. And we are going to try to open this up to where we can have more people on and have people join us on the Discord. That way,
Oh
we
yeah,
can
we got
we
that
can
to
have
do.
some live panel talk where people can come on and say what they need to say. Mike said
They
he's
say
got
that
a couple of
nonsense.
guys.
Say that nonsense. Y'all be spewing on these social media apps.
Yeah, I mean we can have these We can have an enlightened
Terrible.
debate. We can have an enlightened
Terrible.
debate. So, and Mike, your buddies, these guys that you told, hey, look, come on and get
I'm
on the
gonna tell
channel.
them.
Tell them. I want to try to do
I'm gonna
one.
tell them.
I want to try to do one where we go live. Matter of fact, if we don't even have to go live, we can record it and then we can put it out. We can go live. It don't matter. We can do whatever we want to do. But if you want to be a part of it, let us know. Leave us a comment. Tell us you want to be a part of it, and we'll try to put something together. We'd like to have a little panel put together where people come in and give their spiel and tell or say what they want to say about their team, about their favorite player, whoever, football, basketball, it doesn't matter. So we want to say thank you to everybody. I'm Big Temp. That's Mike LaFleur. We are the Cavecast, and we out.